Hey everybody, welcome back to the CEO Life Today. My name is Wes Biko, and today we're taking a look at an awesome fragrance from the house of Etat Libre d'Orange. We're talking about a semi-modern vetiver, that Electrician. Check it out. So first off, what do we get from this fragrance? Well, as the title says, it's a semi-modern vetiver. This stuff, not super old-timey like a lot of vetivers out there. I find Grey Vetiver, for instance, it's geared towards people, say 45 plus. That's the people who can rock that stuff. Personally love it, I rock it. However, I think it's kind of more old manish smelling. This stuff, on the other hand, I think you could personally use this if you're down in your 20s. Not so much for clubbing, but I think for like a everyday use or date situation or school, work, I think this is great. So what do you get out of this? And as well, this is an EDP. The fragrance here starts off with a kick of vetiver. What kind of vetiver is this? It's the same type that you get in Tom Ford's Great Vetiver Eau de Parfum. Go smell that stuff. That's kind of like that. Now imagine that with a bit more sweetness and a little bit of nuttiness. In terms of notes, what do we have going on here? We have vetiver, we have marron glaze, we have a bit of opanax, we have myrrh, we have some olive leaf, and we have chestnut cream. The chestnut cream itself gives it this lovely nutty smell to it. It smells delicious. It also adds like a nice layer of creaminess. In terms of creaminess, what am I talking here? It makes the scent smell just a hell of a lot better. It tones down the vetiver a bit, makes it less harsh, and also too just adds the sweetness to it, cranks that up a ton. So when you first spray this, you can see the sprayer there, puts out a decent amount of stuff. You get hit with this huge burst of vetiver, and it has this very similar opening to me to Campfire Rebel. So Campfire Rebel, it's a scent that's based off of wood. So I get this weird woodsy smell, and I'm assuming that's from the chestnut or the marron glaze. Then from there you get a little bit of a kick of myrrh, and then finally you also get that slight scent of the olive leaf. Doesn't smell traditionally like if you imagine, say, the smell of some black olives. It's nothing like that. It's more so if you've ever smelled like a cream that has olive in it, it's kind of like that. Nothing too much. It's just very green and fresh and invigorating. Combines perfectly with this vetiver. I love this stuff though. In terms of the complexity itself with this, it doesn't evolve much over time. Starts off with the vetiver, ends with the vetiver. All the other notes in there, the only thing that really happens, just gets a little bit sweeter by the end. But other than that, it stays pretty much the same. It's also too, it's a very dry scent that I find. It's dry in more so the sense of the vetiver. So what I mean is in Grey Vetiver, for instance, I find that scent has almost a rain smell to it, almost the smell if you imagine grass and it just rained out. That's what I imagine with the vetiver. With this is more of a dry vetiver. In terms of longevity, what am I getting with it? 4 to 6 hours. I'd say more so towards the 4-hour mark. And that's if you cake this stuff on. I wore this when I went voting the other day. No compliments. Doesn't project a ton, but it's nice and soft. It's a nice scent. I think this is gonna be great for, you know, very close encounters, that type of thing, dates, school, work. This is a perfect scent for that. Don't know if you're gonna get many compliments with this, as this is a vetiver. Doesn't really do anything for most people. I found they say, oh yeah, it smells great, but it's not like an Aventus, or it's not like a, say, like a 1 million type of thing. It's not something that just hits you and knocks you over. So if you're looking for compliments, I'd look elsewhere. However, this is from a niche house too, so if you want to take the step into niche perfumery and you want a safe buy you can go for, get Fat Electrician. It's pretty cheap. You get 50, 100 ml bottles. This stuff is lovely, smells great. What more is there to say? Pick this stuff up. So anyways, go check this stuff out. Etat Libre d'Orange. This is Fat Electrician, a semi-modern vetiver.